There was no time for anything else. All I wanted was to get out of that dump pronto. There was no time. There was no time for any. There was no time. There was no. That's the way out of here. Hey, you out there! Let me out of here, you dirtbags! Come on, who's out there? Hello? Nothing. So, this isn't gonna be easy after all. I started to take in my surroundings and bing, bang, boom! I was seeing salvation in every little thing that caught a glint. In my mind, they were already shaping into something that would definitely get these goons' attention. I was gonna do big, loud things with petty stuff, like a poor country using scraps to send a rocket to the moon. That's an odd choice for a detention-type basement. The more I look at it, the more it weirds me out. Nothing there that's any use to me. Judging by its placement, it seems I'm in a basement. Huh, rhymes. Not much to see, but boy, does this sickening fishy smell float in from outside. I ain't getting past those bars without some heavy-duty power tools. Parish of Starry Knowledge Camp highlights. So, that's who I'm dealing with, huh? Looks more like a collection of mugshots to me. I don't want any of them around. Ever. This once contained soup like the earth once contained dinosaurs. Made by the Good Soup conglomerate. I could use this. Oh, isn't that nice? Leave a man shoeless, then offer him slippers. Well, yeah, they do look nice and fluffy and warm. But comfort would just distract me right now. I ain't putting on slippers unless I'm at home in my robe with a stiff drink, a Maurice Ventacool record, and a searing fear of the telephone.
Warning! This is an ultra-powerful fire extinguisher. You have probably purchased this item because you're either a hardcore forest firefighting enthusiast, you work at a kerosene factory, or you practice occult rituals involving high-temperature immolation. Please make sure your feet are firmly set on the ground and you're ideally leaning against a sturdy wall when you unleash this bad boy. Leave premises immediately if operating grip on extinguisher is lost. You have no chance to regain control of it.
Oh, man. Do I really need to read that again? Extremely powerful, huh? Sounds like a rocket of a time. That's a lot of dense, sticky tar. Seems to be a lot of it around. It looks rigid, but not enough that you couldn't pour it. I can't just pick it up with my bare hands. There's a recess in the floorboards here. I'm not wearing any shoes. Might as well watch my step. Nothing in there but dust and more fish smell. Nah, it's no use just by itself. It's what scientists have lately been calling a plank. Looks very pickable to me. Things are ramping up. A single shoe, part of a matched pair, lost, alone, makes me sick. We had our differences, that shoe and I. Haven't spoken since the separation. I'm sorry, Like Mac Viper says, better to live in 2 socks than to die in 1 shoe. For some reason, there are barrels of tar everywhere. No feathers in sight, thankfully. If I wanted any tar, there's plenty spilled on the floor. Wow, that's unexpected. A pristine... It might be useful at some point. Discarded food, fish bones, a flotation device, random trash. useless and, furthermore, gross. Nothing there of any utility. Whoever these bozos are, they left an empty mug for me. Thanks a lot. Pennies to pachyderms, I'll find something to fill it. Whoever tossed me into the clink must have left this here for my amusement. It doesn't have the tubes, in series or otherwise. No way to contact the outside world. Oh, look, it has Jelly Annihilation Epic. Distracted is the last thing I want to be right now. All right, let's get me some of this tar. I think I need something else there first. Here we go. Now it's a little shallow pool of dense, extra sticky tar. I think I need something else there first, to get the right angle. I need to add more to this first. All right, let's stick this in there. What the heck was I concocting here? It felt abstract, ridiculous, absurd even. The foundation of a really far-fetched and scatterbrained solution to my predicament. But this was a pretty ridiculous adventure already, so I guess I was just adapting. And a plank. This was officially ridiculous. Was I feeling proud of myself? A definite and resounding no. But it was all I had. Look at this. A cringeworthy blue ribbon taker and the crazy enough that it could work regional semifinals. Definitely not a highlight in my career. Assuredly not a low though. Maybe those late night Mac Viper and mac and cheese syndicated binges had some kind of effect on my person. Good old mac and cheese. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour... I didn't really make calculations. Ghetto rocket ramp for the win. All right, door. Brace for serious, imminent impact.
Prisoner, the boss wants to see you. Come on out here.
You have got to be kidding me.
Mr. Ktype, or should I call you Don?
No, you shouldn't. Ktype will do just fine.
We provided you with some slippers. Did Brother Gleam not assess your shoe size correctly?
Now listen here, Buster. Unless I'm in the comfort of my own home, I don't do slippers. You can leave a man pantless, shirtless even, but don't mess with his footwear symmetry, you barbarian. What is this place and who are you anyway? This is about that damned book, isn't it?
How deductive. Earning your keep, huh? Come now, don't take it personally, Ktype. You were useful in leading us to it for a while, and then you were no more. We never really wanted to hurt you, or your shoes. You're sullen, grumpy, and mean to everyone. We like you. You would have gone far in our organization.
Well, did you find the darn thing?
As soon as the kidnapped troops got you out of there, our recon squad was dispatched to retrieve the volume.
So you're really convinced you know its exact whereabouts, huh?
Close to 100% certain. Ah, speak of the devil. All right, Brother Bright, was our information correct?
Yes, Brother Starburst.
So it's true. The Necronomicon really was hidden in the library?
Kind of. Yes, Your Starriness.
Well, don't just stand there, you fool. Let's see it.
Well, we don't really have it.
What?
A sigil was gone, broken into tiny little pieces, and something had clearly been hidden in there, but no book in sight.
Ktype?
Everything was intact when I was in there, so don't put it on me, your grand poobah shininess.
What about the librarian?
It's a funny thing, we ran past each other when we were on our way to collect the tome. He looked so scared.
Well, of course he looks scared. A bomb had just gone off. Anything else?
I don't think so. Oh, wait, yes! He was carrying a big book and didn't seem too happy about it either.
Find me this librarian now!
What about me? You don't need me anymore.
Oh, just go back to your little cellar.
Now let's be real here for a minute. What good am I to you now, cultist?
He's right, Brother Starburst. You just chew into our rations, and you don't know anything either way.
Oh, all right, just sacrifice him to the haunter or something. Stop bothering me!
Fine with me, boss. Walk, prisoner. I'm gonna need someone from Rites and Rituals down here ASAP. I'm about to do an R24-A. Come on, guys. You know the drill. Guys? Guys? Sheen? You out there? Anyone? Come on, you know I can't do jack until we fill out the SNF 187. We don't want any trouble with Cult Union. We've been through this, people. Is anyone out there? Guys? Prisoners not in sacrificial robes, no ceremonial bucket for the collection. We're really running a shoddy operation here. No wonder EOD's kicking our derrieres. I'm embarrassed. The prisoner's embarrassed. This is not looking good, brothers. Sheen? Flare? You guys totally bolted, didn't you? Starburst is not gonna be happy when he hears about this, people. This makes us look really, really bad. I almost feel like apologizing to the would-be victim.
Hey, don't feel bad. It's not your fault.
Yeah, well, it sort of is. It's our collective fault. I share in it. I take my responsibilities seriously. We're not a startup cult anymore. This is unacceptable.
Your striving to be a better evil organization is commendable.
Aw, thank you. It's nice to know that at least someone here appreciates it.
Don't mention it. Sweet dreams, star lover. Brother Gleam is sleeping off a particularly demanding day. He'll make it. Don't worry. I don't want to disturb the guy. He's getting his beauty sleep. Sleep tight, little cultist. Don's watching over you. I think I can reach if I leap. Only stars, no stripes. I never thought I'd say this, but I don't think I'm heavy enough. Me or the stuff I'm lugging around. Huge, sturdy door. It's barricaded from the outside. Of course it's locked. Of course. Barricaded from the other side. Makes sense that they'd shut me in here, but it seems that they don't think too highly of that Gleam guy either. A heck of a lot of literature. Most, if not all of it, star-related. Figures. Gotta know them stars, I guess. Not in the mood for star stuff, really. It's a heap of astronomy-related instruments. Wait, there's a piece of wire sticking out from it. It's a very useful-looking piece of wire. I think I'd rather just pick it up. I'd gotten lucky with the fire extinguisher. Must not have triggered it completely. It still had a lot of fire in it. It was just as hard to control as before, but I had a feeling I could put it to good use one more time. A little color twist to the classic checkered temple floor. That's nice, I guess. It's really, really shiny. I'm using it as I speak. Not a particularly interesting starry cult desk, if you ask me. I'm not into this desk at all. Got a serious structural hazard over here. Looks like a healthy crack at it might spell its doom. I need something stout and hefty and swung like mad to bring that wall to the ground. I'm gonna need something to whack it good if I want out this way. It appears to be dusk outside. It's all about stars with these people for some reason. No way to reach it. Well, that's nice. A little extra safety's always appreciated. Nope. This rail is really, really greasy. Either they lubricate it, or these star jamooks are some serious sebum-seeping slime balls. It's an enticing ladder to some upper level. It looks very, very climbable. Damn it, how'd I know it'd be locked? Looks like a hatch heading to an upper floor. Damn it. There's no visible lock to pick on it, so no. Right then and there, I thought of placing the fire extinguisher on the desk so as to help steer it and set it loose on the cracked surface of the wall. I could make tracks from this place and never look back. It came to me then that doing so would make a mighty commotion, though, and these starry jamooks would be all over me like a shot. I'd never get to explore whatever it was hiding on the other side of that ladder. No, there I stood, a Joe with one foot in a mystery and the other missing a shoe. They dragged me here against my will, and I wasn't gonna leave without first finding out just what the hell they were all about. I had to think of something else. Seems like a good idea, using the extinguisher to crack open the hatch. But that idea ain't but a few think ticks away from imagining that can bouncing all over the room at pressure, filling the place with cloud and powder and knocking a Joe's lights all the way out. I never thought I'd say. Sure, I could scratch away at it for the honest part of a decade, taking the dust to the plink yard in my shoes and hiding my progress under a summer shot of Gabriella de Gorda and a swim bob. Eventually, they'd find me gone, with only good old Gabriella to tell them of my redemption. I ain't got the years, though, or a poster of Gabriella. The floor is not lava. I repeat, the floor is not lava. I was obviously out of my element. That made no sense whatsoever. I think I'm overestimating this poor rag. I don't think even this thing's powerful enough to take that door down. He's got enough of that for a while. I think I'm overestimating this poor... No way to steer it that way, and... distracted is the last thing I don't want to throw it out. I need it. I don't want to stain it with the stuff. Yeah, but not in my pocket. I don't need to clean. I don't have to clean it. Nothing there of any utility. I ain't putting on slippers unless I'm at home in. Makes sense that they. Right then and there, I thought of placing the fire extinguisher on the. I could make tracks from this. It came to me that. No. There I. Cleaning it won't do a damn thing. Cleaning it won't do a damn thing. I don't see a reason to use this wire on the standard. Makes no sense to me. I'm not cleaning these. Star-related literature ain't that hot. Wonder if it's locked. Damn it, how'd I know? It goes from floor to ceiling. Something could slide up and down on it without much difficulty. Yeah, that would make one steady, guided, fire-extinguishing rocket. But I need something to fasten it to the rail. Alright, made a nice little sliding hook thing. Halfway there. There we go. One radical red-hot ram rocket ready to go. I'm a natural-born handyman. It's ready, steady, and aimed. Fire! I hope I've done you proud, Mac Viper. This looks like some kind of diary or log of some kind. Unlike almost everything in this room, it looks new. Whoa! That seemed to make a lot of things happen at once. Alright, let's see now. October 13th.
It's so hard to get accustomed to the sickening stench of this dreadful fishing town, but apparently it's important to him that we establish our base here, so we just take it. Decorating coming along nicely. No end to the work.
A lot of long and boring entries follow. Seems like some kind of complicated records. Let me skip ahead a bit. Let's see. July 6th.
We're all accustomed to the stench. It's probably imbued in everyone by now. Summoned the Haunter, and he came in a flickering form of a tall, swarthy man with skin made of ebony. Ignored my words and asked for the book, then disappeared upon my answer. We must find it, no matter what.
July 13th.
His incomplete form is frustrating. Must find the book. We must find it. That idiot Bright left the hatch open and Lumen snuck up here into the summoning chamber to try to get the Haunter's mark.
What did the fool think would happen? We don't even bother storing their ashes in the urn anymore. Just leave them there as a reminder to anyone stupid enough to try that again. August 6th. Sister Halo's matchstick hobby proved to come in handy. Praise the Haunter! I could scarcely believe my senses when at last she finalized the structure and Brothers Bright and Gleam dropped the cannonball on it. Not only did it not destroy what she built, but it lodged itself in the circular space above the stone and is exerting such pressure on the lattice work that you can take a shovel to it and it won't cave in. It's good to have some smart people join the ranks for a change. Only she and I know how to breach it and get to the stone, so that should at least keep our numbers from dropping. August 7th. Private investigator making waves in Darkham looking for leads on the book. Might be a dark blessing in disguise. We just stay on his tail and track him to see if he digs up any leads. The book? The Necronomicon? Is that me they're talking about? August 13th. Rejoicing! It's very possible that the hostess's fetch dog has sniffed out the book. Time to retire him and go for the prize ourselves. Hostess. Why did that sound familiar? Anyway, that crazily angled stone. I wanted it. If only to get back at these star-obsessed maniacs. Looks like these cuckoo birds tried to tar up the windows and failed miserably. Why not just buy some shutters or... what am I saying? They're completely bonkers. I've played with tar enough for today. An immense rusty telescope hanging intimidatingly overhead. Its most interesting feature, a big convex magnifying lens. It's too high for me to reach. These dummies tried their best to tar the windows up, but an intense orange light symbolically shines through. It bathes the crazy matchstick structure in a warm glow that strikingly contrasts with the whole starry death cult thing. Dust motes in the light and everything. Nice. Yeah, I know I don't get enough vitamin D, but this is not the time or place. The inscription above it says, "Here lie in ashes all brothers and sisters foolish enough to think that the stone from the stars chose them to be marked by the Haunter." If the inscription is to be believed, those are human remains in there. I have no use for former cultists, in ash form or not. There's a drawer underneath this urn thing. It doesn't look like it has a lock or anything. Inside the dusty drawer, there was one solitary rusty spoon. Unwritten private investigator wisdom says you never know when you could use a rusty spoon. A pretty martial-looking cannonball suspended somehow above that glowing rock by some order of matchstick engineering genius. It's probably there as an extra deterrent to anyone wanting to snatch that purple thing below. It looks really heavy. Like, really heavy. It's held in place firmly by the match's structure. Quite impressive, and unmovable. Three light bulbs are lit up on this control panel. They're all red. They're probably indicating that something, whatever it is inactive. I think their only use is indicating stuff. I examined the darkened stone altar that held the trapezahedron. Creepy thing. Unusual markings adorned all sides of it. It looked as though it had been subject to intense high-temperature conditions more than once. I shuddered at the thought of it being sacrificial. Fine dust surrounded it on all sides, gently blown to and fro by the draft coming from the open hatch. No idea how they got it up here, but I'm not budging it. That much is obvious. That's some kind of occult scratch. Looks to symbolize that shine rock on the pedestal. It's making me a little uneasy if I'm being honest. It's just a drawing. Eerie, but a drawing. A delicate and intricate latticework of what looked to be matches, surrounding some jagged, shimmering stone and somehow supporting the kind of cannonball what looks like it was made to bring down battleships. I realize how crazy that sounds, yet here it is before me. It's made out of matches. 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 Biting my lip, eyes half closed with anticipation, I flicked my finger at one match, then another. The apparently fragile construction proved to be impervious to my attempts at unbalancing it. There was damn good engineering when you needed it the least. The structure would not collapse, no matter what. It's a strange, self-illuminating weirdly angled rock thing. Its placement and the highly original security system tell me that this dingus must be of some critical importance to these starry knowledge jamooks. It could be red, or purple, or red and purple at the same time. Hard to tell. Shiny. I'm not the kind of Joe what believes in the woo-woo, but this thing gives me a tough run of the heebies and jeebies, while at the same time kinda calling to me. I really want to get my greedy private investigator paws on that crazily angled stone. The dubious match-constructed security structure won't let me get my hands on it. October 13th.
It's that.
Let me skip a July.
Summer.
July.
That. What?
August.
Not only. It's. Oh. Night.
August.
Time.
Hostas. Anyway. It's the first book in a row. An arcane symbol adorns its cover. I guess it must have some importance to these starry loons for them to display it like this. It's the second book in a row. There's some kind of symbol on its cover, and that's about it. I guess it must have some importance to these starry loons for them to display it like this. It's the third book in a row. The cover consists entirely of a weird symbol. I guess it must have some importance. I've opened it at its bookmark. For the butcher is the end of all, and the followers of him who lingers at the night's threshold must keep the slaying one from ever setting eye, or laying hand upon the book. The butcher brings but... The rest is unreadable. The butcher? Huh. That's new. I've opened it at its bookmark. The stone from the stars is a window on all time and space. It is within it that the haunter sleeps while the yellow sun reigns, and it is from its circular gate that the haunter's incomplete form rises when the words are spoken. Nor shall he ever rise in his true form until the forbidden book be by his side. No end to the work. I've opened it at its bookmark. It is known that touching the stone from the stars might cast upon a mortal being the mark of the hunter. But none should do it unless prepared to face his cold black flames and turn to ashes and dust. No living soul can know whom the haunter chooses to mark and grant vision beyond time and place. No end to the work. Whoa! An immense rusty telescope hanging in its most interesting... Wouldn't know what to do with it. Looks to be quite powerful. It's a magnifying lens, the convex type. I don't think I can pry it out with my bare hands. I carefully place the spoon in between the lens and the metal covering and... Voila! The lens was now mine. Sweet. I most certainly did not burst into cold black flames. So much for this numbskull cult's credibility. It did feel, weird. Weird. I think I can pick it up now. Alright, I am now one cannonball heavier. Let's see what happens. That was a first, and a last. It's the former standard. Now it's just a flagpole. It looks really useful. Not by itself. No use here. He's already beat. No need for a flagpole on this desk. If I wanted any tar, there's plenty spilled on the floor. Any way you boil it, that right there is your standard garden variety pole. It's the crazily angled rock I lifted off these starheads. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like it's somehow working on me. Damn. There, nothing to shake a stick at. No, it's not a mop. Can't reach. I ain't throwing it out there. Wouldn't achieve much. He can kiss this rock goodbye, that's for sure. It would almost fit, but it'd be too loose. I need it firmly stuck in there. Let's get this stick, sticky. made this bad boy out of a crazy rock from the stars and a sticky stick, as the kids might say. I've gone hard in the paint, or something. There's just one thing I want to say before I do it. Hammer time!
Alright, you two, here we are. Ugh. Just call me when you need my services. I'm getting as far away from this dump as possible. See yous.
Yeah, thanks. So, here we are, Kitty, Fishmouth. Is this foul, rotting sea life odor in any way mouth-watering to you?
Please, it's sickening, and I'd literally rather be anywhere else right now, but we've got a job to do. Let's find Finman's before we revisit my lunch and dinner.
It's a thuggish-looking big guy smoking a horribly stinky cigarette. I'm not sure I want to mess with this particular local. Hello there, sir.
Buzz off.
Actually, funny thing about that.
I mean it, out-of-towner.
Okay.
I don't think we can take him, Buzz.
A couple of Fishmouthians. Looks like they're guarding that archway there. They look very, iconic. Hey, folks. Mind if I squeeze through?
We don't mind or nothing, stranger. We just strongly discourage it.
Strongly discourage it. Okay, I can respect that. So, can you let me through anyway?
We ain't shopping you. We just strongly discouraging it.
Well, it's easy, really. Each one of you just has to take one step, no, half a step in the opposite direction, and we're all happy.
We ain't stopping you, stranger, but we ain't moving either.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Buzz Kerwin, and I'm a tourist here in this beautiful seaside town of yours.
Martha Webfoot. Liz here's my husband Silas.
We's the Fishmouth Citizens Brigade. Proud volunteers. Just watching over things, making sure the festival gonna go smooth. That's our job now.
The festival?
It ain't got nothing to do with you or your kind.
Yeah, that's why we strongly discouraging you from entering Fishmouth.
But I'm a participant.
Really? Judging by your accent, I would have said Eastern Orthodox.
No, I mean I'm part of the festival.
Then you're either a pilgrim or you're one of them entertainers. Pilgrim you ain't, 'cause you ain't got the garb, and you sure don't smell like one.
So that'll make you an entertainer. Let's see that entertainer license.
Real artists don't need licenses.
Well then, real artists ain't getting any deeper inside Fishmouth.
Look behind you, a three-legged toad.
Well, that must be Skippy, little Bartholomew Liverwort's pet. Cute little fella, bouncing all over the place. Use that third leg as a kickstand. Seen it with my own eyes.
Oh, brother. It wasn't ready. They said just go in without it.
Who said that?
The committee.
No license, no entry.
Is there anything I can do to convince you to let me through?
Boy, you've really given up on trying anything creative like, ain't you? We ain't letting you in without a license.
Now, Silas, don't be talking nonsense. We ain't stopping anyone here.
Oh, that's right, Martha. Oh, he's just...
Strongly discouraging. Gotcha. I'll be back.
We'll be here.
Green light shining through this particular door's window. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's intensely green. You'd probably need protection glasses in there. Hello?
Go away.
Oh, but you see, I'm just interested in local culture and...
Go away.
Okay. She doesn't come with the lockpick feature. Moldy old buildings receding into darkness, and everything smells horribly of fish and fish things. Ugh. Boy, am I glad to be here in Fishmouth. Not really. No. I don't think she has an opinion. There is an intense purple light shining through the window in this door. I kinda like purple. Makes for a very moody vibe. I can see why they went for it. Other than that, it's a door. Hello?
Go away.
But maybe I have a very important message to deliver.
Go away.
She doesn't come with the lock. Why am I staring at her? Back to adventuring. What do you think about the Fishmouth Citizens Brigade?
Do you really have to ask?
Any ideas on how to get past them?
I'd say being ourselves in this situation is not gonna cut it.
Impersonation and identity theft. You're pushing me toward a life of crime, Cat.
Beats being a librarian.
Student and librarian, if you please.
Oh, I stand corrected. 2 fields of activity you'll stay in for a long time.
Ugh.
Ugh.
How you holding up, kitty?
Well, I talk now. We just did some voodoo. Now we're in Fish People Town. At least you're keeping things interesting.
I am.
It is technically all your fault.
Mine? It's Dawn's. Anyway, let's hustle.
Your fault.
What?
Time to samba!
So, what are we doing, kitty?
Finman House? Olmstein? Any of these ring any bells to you?
I guess I was hoping you'd be more specific.
I have my moments. Now is not one of them.
It's a kid and her dog staring down at the water. Kids, man, not a care in the world. Hey, kid.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Buzz. What's your name?
I'm Annie, Annie Pole. This is my doggy woggy Tad.
Nice to meet you, Annie and Tadpole. So, what you up to?
Just waiting for my cousin. She was supposed to show up a half an hour ago. It's not like her to be this late.
What's your cousin's name?
Priscilla.
Whoa, really?
You know her?
Maybe. Well, hope she shows up real soon.
Yeah, me too. I hope everything's all right.
What are you drinking there, Annie?
Dolphin's milk. It's really good for you, very nutritious.
Yeah, I bet it is. Hey, Annie, think you could spare some of that dolphin milk?
I would, but I might need to share it with Tad a bit later. See, he's really hungry, and my cousin's running really, really late. Oh, poor Tad.
Poor Tad. So he likes milk, huh?
Not really. He'd prefer a sandwich, but he'll have to settle for milk because it's all I've got.
Got it. Is everything okay with Tad?
What do you mean?
Well, his eyes are,
Wide apart? Yeah, he just sees more that way. He sometimes misses things coming straight at him, but I keep an eye out for them.
That's nice of you. See ya, Annie.
Later, Buzz.
Annie, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie?
It says, Fishmouth Tourist Board, tourist information. Sounds useful, I guess. It's fine where it's at. Kitty can't read.
Yet.
A cornucopia of...
You should not be using words you don't know the meaning of.
A lot of creepy paintings, mostly fishing related. Fishermen, tentacles, barnacles, and greenish people? Okay. Not my type of art. Not her type of art. It's a multi-tool looking thing. They've always intimidated me. Looks over sophisticated to me. I can't just swipe one. Better talk to the clerk.
I'm not your personal miniature thief, Buzz.
Miniature. Cute. They all say Fishmouth. Ew. I agree with the sentiment. I can't just
I'm not your
miniature. I went to Fishmouth and all I got was out of there real fast. Appropriate. I can't just... Interactive guide on floppy disk. There's something you don't see every day. Must be nice to see CRC error again in this day and age. Some kind of Fishmouth-themed fridge magnets. Magnets, how do they work? It's a bottle of really fancy liquor. The label's almost peeled off it. Nah, I don't need a receipt. Well, I won't just swipe the man's liquor from under his nose. But I doubt he'll be missing that label on the bottle, right? Label saying rare exotic liquor. It's still a bit sticky, could be reused. It's the clerk in charge of this tourist info point. He looks, sophisticated.
I'll leave you the pleasure of talking to him.
Hello.
Good evening, sir, and welcome to our info point. My name's William LQPW Watersworth, and I'm an official representative of the Fishmouth Tourist Board. What can I do for you today, sir?
I'm here to visit Fishmouth for a while.
If I may say so, sir, that is a horrible idea.
Yeah, I thought I'd... What? Did you just say horrible idea?
Why, of course. Fishmouth is a run-down, rotting, almost abandoned mockery of a town. Nothing to visit, the people are anything but hospitable, and we're really not accepting of strangers during this particular time of year.
I thought you represented the Fishmouth Tourist Board.
I do. You're a tourist, correct? Am I not informing you, sir? I do not see how this is confusing.
Mr. Watersworth, I will come clean. I am one of the entertainers.
What is this you speak of, sir? I don't understand.
The festival, Mr. Watersworth. Is this where I pick up my official entertainer license?
You are very, very, very early, Mr.
Yes, I wanted to get a feel of the place before my performance. It's a habit of mine. Don't worry, I've arranged for my stay in advance.
Very well, sir. What type of entertainment should I look under?
I have this talking cat.
All right, let me see here. Mr. Tornston and his horrible singing beast, is it?
Sure is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Well, what do you know? It does speak. Oh, do make it sing, Mr. Tornston.
It's time to stop being so modest, kid, eh? The public wants you. Besides, I think Mr. Watersworth needs to be convinced of your singing abilities, lest he just give some imposters our license.
Quite right, Mr. Tornston.
We will talk about this, Mr. Tornston.
What would you do with a fishman sailor? What would you do with a fishman sailor? What would you do with a fishman sailor early in the morning?
That was something indeed.
Memorable, huh?
To say the least, sir. Here's your license, Mr. Tornston. Enjoy your stay, and...
I know. Keep out of everybody's business. Have a great evening, Mr. Watersworth.
Doubtful. Goodbye.
You said you're not accepting of strangers this particular time of year. Are you more accepting at other times?
No, not really. No.
Is it me, or are you going out of your way to drive people away from Fishmouth?
Oh, we only have the tourist's best interest at heart. The best thing a tourist can do in Fishmouth is not be one.
Be one what?
A tourist in Fishmouth.
Why do you not want me in Fishmouth?
Oh, sir, you might have misunderstood. It's not that we don't want you in Fishmouth. We don't really want anyone here. Ever.
Is that an economically sound attitude you guys are having as a community?
It is the will of the majority, sir.
Any change of heart about me visiting your lovely town?
No, and not a chance of it in the foreseeable future either.
Thought I'd check. Which part of Fishmouth do you think is the absolute most repugnant to a visitor?
That's got to be this plaza here we're situated in for sure.
Really? What about the rest of the town?
Oh, just as horrible. No, even more horrible.
Thanks for clearing that up. Say, you've got these welcoming gifts here?
Correct, sir. They're going away gifts, which we do encourage. We do at your earliest convenience.
Yeah, what's an offer?
You may choose between 5 options, sir. A jolly good fridge magnet with the inscription, Fishmouth. Not even once. A leather T-shaped shirt that says, I went to Fishmouth and all I got was out of there real fast. Horrible grammar, I know. A coffee mug reading, Fishmouth. Ugh. A Fishmouth Tourist Attractions interactive guide on floppy disk. There's really nothing to see, so no point in wasting DVDs on it. And finally, by far the most popular choice, the Fishmouth Multi-Tool. Opens anything, provides hints, helps solve puzzles, coerces people to reveal passwords, requires ceremony, shaving of head, stripping down to underwear, slight change of religion, 6-month-long vow of silence, and a little blood sacrifice. Very useful tool. Which one of the 5 shall it be, sir?
I can't decide yet.
Very well, sir. Do return upon having chosen wisely.
That's a promise. About that going...
I take it you've made a wise decision.
Never mind, let's...
As you wish, sir.
Be seeing ya.
I wish you would reconsider. Good day.
No reason to disguise this filth as exotic liquor. A resounding no. Mr. and Mrs. Webfoot, here's my entertainer's license.
Huh. I'll be darned. Horrible singing pet, huh? Hey, didn't you say your name was Kirby or something?
Tornston is my stage name.
We just might be attending your show, Mr. Tornston. Welcome to Fishmouth. Keep yourself, and don't do no nosing around if you don't have to.
Gotcha, Silas. See you folks around. There it is. That's Finman's over there.
I don't know, man. It's been all fun and games so far, but this place is giving me the serious creeps.
Can't argue with that.